Today I have one of the coolest watches that I had for review by far. This is the two-faced Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso Duoface, or simply Duo. This JLC Reverso is basically two watches in one, and the perfect traveler watch in my opinion. JLC is one of the Swiss powerhouse manufacturers, the watchmaker of watchmakers. Why? Because they used to make movements even for the big three: Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet and Vacheron Constantin. If the brands from the Holy Trinity trusted JLC with their movements, so can you. So here's Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso Duo Large. Some people call it Jaeger.
This is a Jaeger. This I wore in Iron Man 2 and it has the open back. That's a heck of a watch.
So let's talk about the fit first, because this is what people mostly ask when it comes to the square or rectangular watches. They can be tricky. My wrist is 17 centimeters and this JLC Reverso Large fits great on my wrist. Yes, this is not slim or small watch. It has a prominent presence on my wrist, but thanks to the case shape, the watch is comfortable and does not feel large. The watch is 28mm wide and 47 lug to lug. The curved bake case plate adds comfort and wearability to the watch. What is the coolest part of this Reverso is that with this model you are buying two watches in one. Let me show you. The first watch face features the Art Deco dial design from the 30s with the black Arabic numerals and the blue hands tempered with high temperature until it got that beautiful blue hue to it. It has an additional subdial with the second hand. The dial is quite complex, vertically brushed with a geisha pattern subdial, railroad markers and additional pattern at the edge of the dial. The second face is a more sportier version. You have a black dial with Clou de Paris geisha pattern, loomed hour markers and a subdial with a day-night indicator, which is very helpful if you want to track another time zone with the watch. Why is this watch the perfect traveler watch in my view? Simple. You have two unobstructed dials with this watch. One is for your home time, another is to be used for travel or track a second zone in case you need it. You may think it's hard to set up a second dial time.
Is that going to be hard to do? No, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really?
The both dials are powered by the same movement. You wind the watch and set up time on the main dial. It sets up the same time on the second dial as well. Let's say you flew to Paris and you need to set up a local time now. You just have to flip the watch case. To set up a second zone, you need to press the button on the case. Right now in Paris we have 4:36, so the minutes are already set it up and you need just to set up an hour hand right now. You do it with this button here and your hour hand jumps 1 hour. Here you go. Now you have your local time in Paris. When you do it, you have to make sure that your subdial with day-night feature is set up correctly as well. Here you go. Now you have your local time in Paris. And if you need to see your home time, you can do it by flipping it back. That's why I think this version is more convenient and interesting compared to your regular GMT watches with additional hands. Here you have no additional GMT hands that may confuse you. Just the watch, just the dial with the right time. The leather strap is beautiful. It comes with the double deployment clasp. The strap is with the quick release function, so you can change straps easily and quickly. You also can quickly remove the clasp from the strap, which is great if you want to keep the JLC branded clasp but to replace the strap. The watch lug width is 20mm, so you can have plenty of strap options. I want to say big thank you to the Wrist Time Co. online watch store. If you want to buy this watch, or if you're looking for Rolex, Omega or any other luxury watch, contact them via website or email. I will leave the links in the description. The store is located in Canada, but they ship to the US also. So as I said before, the watch is powered by manual wind movement, so that's something that you have to keep in mind because that's not your regular automatic watch that you can wear and it won't stop. This watch you have to remember to manually wind. Probably every morning you would have to wind this watch to make sure that it won't run out of juice. So the movement is with 42 hours of power reserve, and if you wear this watch daily, you have to develop a habit to do this morning ritual or routine of winding this watch, which could be a pleasant feel of connecting with the movement and the watch. With this dial and this particular strap, the watch has a sporty elegance vibe. Unlike other Reverso models, this model is much easier to dress down and wear as your everyday watch. It can go equally great with a sport jacket or t-shirt in jeans. These days, Reverso are perceived as a classic dress watch, which they are. But I think the coolest thing about Reverso models is that they were made for a purpose as a true sports watch. The Reverso was created for polo players who kept breaking the glass of their watches during the game. So the brand came up with the idea of the watch that you can flip over and protect the glass from being shattered. So you would just flip the watch over, and instead of additional dial like we have here, you would have a stainless steel back case which will protect the glass from being shattered during the game. Of course, with the evolution of the model, JLC was adding new cool features to the model, including transparent back cases, complications and additional dials, like the watch we have right now here. The watch is an icon for a reason. The design is timeless and it withstood the test of time. Reverso is not as old as Cartier Tank, but it's almost as iconic. On the back case you can see JLC logo. You can see that the watch has a 3 bar of water resistance, which means 30 meters of water resistance, which means you can't swim with this watch, but it's splash proofed. It has a special GLC control logo. You can see here 1000 hours of control. It means that this watch went through that special GLC test that they developed for their watches. With this special GLC certification, the cased watch goes through different tests to make sure that watch perform correctly in different positions, in a different environment and different positions. During my time with this watch, I could not find any flaws or quality control issues with this watch. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this Reverso model. Which Reverso model do you like the best? Also, tell me in the comments what watches would you like me to review or to get my hands on. I will see you next time. Bye now and take care.